Good evening and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now today's YouTube video is going to be a bit different. This is as I usually release this video in the morning, but I'm releasing it earlier as that will give you more time to go through the stocks which I'm talking about and also the commodity. Also, I usually cover the news which is affecting the market, after which I cover the index expiring the day. Those two are also going to be changed in this video. There is not much relevant news right now, as if you look at the international front, everything is Powell. You look at the local front, everything is on the Karnataka government trying to force the private sector to do a job reservation, which is absurd, but we leave that to the IT sector to fight with the Karnataka government. Plus, I'm not going to take a look at the Nifty expiry, as the Nifty and Bank Nifty are in a box range, and right now I think the Nifty, even a person with very little stock market knowledge can trade it, as it's literally going to one zone, hitting it, coming back down, and just doing hands and forth within the range. So instead of that, I'm going to take a look at two stocks that have generated a lot of interest and one commodity. The commodity I'm looking at is gold. I'm going to be taking a look at the MCX version, as that is more relevant. The price points, everything will be tradable, rather than looking at gold in the international market, and none of the stuff which you discussed there is relevant to people who are actually going to trade the commodity. After that, we're going to take a look at Reliance Industries, and then we're going to take a look at Tata Motors. I've looked at Reliance before, and this should be another look at it. Now, if we straight away go into gold. Now, if we look at gold, we see that it has been in a box range for quite some time. Literally, this zone, it has been trading within it for quite some time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth attempt at this zone. So now the big question: will it make the breakthrough finally? In my point of view, gold is approaching a zone at which it can form a temporary top, semi-temporary top. Why say that? Everyone is saying yes, the gold might do very well because of the US treasuries and everything. Yes, it can for the coming sessions, but I believe if we break this resistance at 74,435, then we're going to have a long to 74,880. And then a long to 75,650, which is most likely going to be the top. If we break that by chance, then we go to 77,200. So those are levels. How will I trade it as a trader? Now, between the support of 73,650 and the resistance at 74,435, I will not touch the commodity, as it will form a range there, and which will have to shake out some of the weak hands before it can make a move. So within that range, I will neither go short, neither I'll go long on it. However, if it breaks 74,435, then longs can be considered for first target 74,880, second target 75,650. Naturally, it will not be as clean as we have had in the past two trading sessions for gold, but if we break 74,435, 74,880 should be hit, and high likelihood 75,650 should be hit. On the other hand, by chance we break 73,650, then 73,050 and 72,620 are very important supports for the commodity. Now, as it reaches any of the levels which I've shared, I will cover it again, either via YouTube or I'll cover it directly on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, also follow me there. And if you're following me on Twitter, not following me on YouTube, then better follow me there, as you can see the content wherever it is put. So my trading plan for gold again, only long above 74,435, only short below 73,650. Between that zone is an intraday game, not a positional. If it breaks any of those zones, then the levels which I've highlighted will come into play. Now the next we're going to take a look at is Reliance. Now, if we load Reliance's chart, we see that Reliance has been covered by me many times, and it has spent a lot of this year in this box range, and we covered it numerous times then. And then when it broke out, was about breaker of the box range, I gave a price target of 3,190 to 3,220. We managed to hit it, and then we are stagnated there. So now what next? Now, last week in the video I had shared that since we have hit these resistance levels, I had put the important supports for Reliance. So to explain that better, let's drop to the 3-hour chart so I can explain what to do at the supports. Now, If you look at Reliance's chart, or you look at a lot of the stocks right now in the Nifty 50, or even not in the Nifty 50, a lot in a similar position. They've entered a range bound trading session. Even the index is a range bound from God knows when. And that is, I would say, primarily due, everyone is waiting for the July 23rd budget. It's in 5-6 days, so the whole market is basically just sitting and waiting for that. So that is why all this drama is happening. So on the positional and intraday front, I will not trade Reliance until it breaks 3220 or it breaks 3140. If it breaks 3140, then there is a quick short opportunity to 3080 to 3100. But this is a very important support, so it holding is very important for the upside. This is, if it breaks, we go to 3020, and that will open a new can of worms all along. So my trade plan for it, until we break 3220, I'm not considering a long. But if we break 3140, then I'll consider a short to 3080. If we fall to this zone, I will start looking at longs for up here, as it's a very strong support. But we break this, then we're going to go straight down to 3220. However, if we break 3020, if we break 3220, then up move to 3280, which I believe will form a top for it. But I will cover it again once we reach there, and let's see how it goes. But as of now, my trade plan, I'm not touching this thing anywhere between here, only touch it here or here. So that's my trading plan for Reliance Industries. The next stock I'm taking a look at is Tata Motors. Now, Tata Motors is not something I've covered on my YouTube channel, according to me. I covered it in my investing article, because I have an investing article in which I had given a target of 1025 for Tata Motors. Now, Tata Motors has gone and hit the target, and I've highlighted the resistance of Tata with a blue line, which I had given in the investing article. So, how will I trade it now? Now, Tata Motors is entering the same conundrum as what Reliance is in. So, for that, let me go back to the 3-hour chart for Tata, so I can give a clearer picture rather than hazy picture. So, first, let's update that. Now, if we take a look at Tata Motors, we see that right now it is hovering above this trend catcher indicator I use. So how should you trade it? Now, I believe between 1025 and 1045, that is the most important resistance. Yes, there is a box range top here, I've highlighted, where it has been getting stopped from a long time, and there is a box range support here. But I believe if it clears this zone, and this top will have nothing of substance to stop Tata Motors with. So how will I trade it? I'm only going to go long if we break 1025 for 1045, but that's more of an intraday long and not a position. But if we break 1045, then I will go for a long towards 1105, but I'll most likely execute that long via option sells rather than option buys. Why is that? Is that the way it is structured at this top, there will be a lot of to and fro happening. So that to and fro will end up doing a lot of destruction to option buyers. As let's say when we break 1045, we will not have a clean up move to 105. We'll basically have jagged, slow up move. So that will only be able to be captured by option sells. So if we break 1045, I'll sell puts, most likely below 1025, just to keep a margin of safety for myself. However, if we are not able to break 1025 in tomorrow's trading session or the coming ones, then a break of basically this 20 moving average line will give us a shot to this supports which I've given 990 to 998. A break of that opens 965, which is a very important support. So again, my trade plan for Tata Motors is I will go long in a positional basis only if we break 1045. Until then, it's an intraday play. I will only go short if we break that 20 moving average line. Then I will go short for my first target of 990 to 998. A break of that, I'll go short to my next target of 965. So Tata Motors within that range 1025, where it is hovering, I will not touch it. But once it breaks out of that range, then I will go long or short on it, depending on with how it treats the 20-day moving average and how it treats this high to go to 1045. So that's how I'm going to trade Tata Motors. So that is it for today's video. If you liked it, then hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.